This video is sponsored by Nintendo. So, for the last few weeks, I have been rekindling an old flame. I started a brand new Animal Crossing New Horizons island on the Nintendo Switch 2. You know, it's the game that I started my channel with. I got a lot of memories with her. It's been really nice to go back and play this game that I really haven't touched in years. I've been taking it slow, you know, just kind of playing, and it's a nice, relaxing game, and I love her and I miss her. But everyone has been like, Liz, what is your island theme going to be? And I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. I don't know. I guess I've decorated quite a bit of islands in the past, and yeah, I guess there's high expectations there. This is a lot to consider. So I thought maybe it would be a good time to go and revisit some of my old Animal Crossing islands. Get some inspiration and kind of reminisce. We are first going to be visiting TinyTown, and I'm so curious what's actually going to be there. Help, Mom, I'm scared. TinyTown wasn't actually my first ever island. That title goes to Beep Beep, my March 2020 island. I actually completely forgot about Beep Beep and didn't even tour it for this video. I made so many different themed Animal Crossing islands. I'm getting them all twisted. Beep Beep had a bunch of different iterations. My first ever design codes I ever made were for this island. I didn't make much more after this. I should leave the custom designing to the pros. As Animal Crossing design trends came and went, I would get ideas from all different islands that I would tour on my channel, and I would take what I thought was cool and bring it on over to my island. I would constantly be changing it and adding in new custom design codes I found online like it was my full-time job, okay? I was indeed very jobless, as many of us were in 2020. Eventually, I got tired of the path of it all. I had made a rural city, autumny themed island. I had made a holiday version in the winter. I flattened the whole thing to have a blank slate. Then I thought I wanted to do a cyberpunk themed island and immediately abandoned that because how overwhelming of a theme to try to do. I then decided to do the unthinkable. I restarted my Animal Crossing New Horizons island, TinyTown, named after my late cat, Tiny, my precious boy, ripped to a real one. TinyTown was a chance for me to start fresh and really connect with the game again. I love starting a new Animal Crossing save. The beginning of the game is so fun and chill, kinda. This time, I wanted to go a different direction with the design. Thus, in July of 2021, my Normcore island was born. We went with the term Normcore because everybody was just slapping core at the end of their island aesthetics. It felt lazy. It felt sloppy. Yeah, so I was just kind of poking fun at that. But I wanted to make a real 2020-esque island. An island that reminded all of us of those pure and precious early days of Animal Crossing New Horizons. I actually didn't know what version of TinyTown we were gonna wake up to. I had made several versions of TinyTown. Did I override the dream address of my, dare I say, iconic Normcore island? I didn't know. All right, open your eyes. You're now in a deep slumber, dreaming peacefully of TinyTown. There's me! There I am! Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. There's so much happening. Hold on. What is all this? Better be a really dope outfit. Oh, great. And it's all in presents, so I gotta open it up. How nice and considerate of me, by the way, to put a ladder. I'm sorry. That's so sweet and cute and nice of me. This fit actually does kind of go crazy. All right, hold on. I gotta go say hi to myself. Normies rise up. That's right. That's right, girl. I actually think this might be Normcore Island. I don't remember. Oh my, it's all flooding back to me. Wait, this is Normcore Island, huh? Okay, so for villagers, I had Phoebe, Billy, Hornsby, Sprinkle, Bee, Pecan, Raymond, of course. It wouldn't be 2020 nostalgia without Raymond on the island. We also had Meringue, Rolled, and Octavian. The fact that I had the foresight to not wipe over this island, knowing how historically important it was, how it moved mountains and it changed lives. Maybe not that dramatic, but wow. Go me. Go me. This island has a fruit orchard. Remember when everyone was making giant orchards? A place where you could grab my extra DIY recipes. I had a villager graveyard, symbolizing the villagers that I kicked off my island for being too ugly. Sorry, Julia Stans. Bakery stalls, an outdoor music area, a cute little park, in-game paths, okay? For the time, this was very much not the trend. I'm telling you, it was extremely 2020 core, if you will. Oh my goodness. What is this? What is this? Hello? What are these stepping stones? Are you joking? Did I do this every single time I wanted to go to the museum? This is the most impractical, insane thing I've ever seen. What? Every time I wanted to go to the museum, I did this. We're serious? I made a little shortcut somewhere. Oh, thank God. Perhaps this was the shortcut. No, there's no way. Okay, then. Bizarre. It really just keeps going. You know what? Sometimes you have to just do things for the aesthetics and not for the practicality. Man, placing your rocks in specific places, that is some serious dedication. That is like next level commitment. And I had this all set up so that all of my little bustle spawns would spawn here every day. Every inch of this island is covered by either furniture, bush, tree, flower, or custom designs. And if it doesn't look like there's no custom designs, you're sadly mistaken, because the method that I would do to make sure that all the dig spots spawned in here was I would put a transparent tile on everything that wasn't already covered. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was something. Wow, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love it. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of everything I did, I suppose. Okay, but you're not even ready for the villager houses. I wanted every villager to have a yard that was personalized to them, that really showed off their individual quirks. Phoebe is based off of Phoenix, clearly. You can tell by her house interior. Billy's a jock, so he has an outdoor gym. Hornsby has a Japanese house interior, so boom, that's the yard. Bee, she's got bee stuff. My two penguins, Rolled and Sprinkle, have icy themed front yards. Octavian's interior is space themed. I maybe just started throwing whatever random junk I had outside. Meringue, sweet meringue with her baked goods, and a pecan. She's very fall, I suppose, so I gave her a fall front yard. This, of course, is Raymond. I think we're all familiar with how popular Raymond was in the early days of Animal Crossing. He definitely blew up the internet. There was a lot of drama surrounding Raymond. You know, it was a cultural phenomenon, how popular Raymond was and how much people wanted them on their islands. And so, of course, I did a Raymond viewing area. I understand that it closely resembles a jail. And yes, that is exactly what we were going for. This whole island, man, it's chock full of early game nostalgia. Looking back on it, I'm like, wow, I think I did my big one. It took a lot of work. I remember I had a lot of help from my community to make this island happen, especially this next section. Like, whoa, gotta catch my breath for a second. I really cooked here. I really did. We have a rainbow flower fields. This took so much time. This was like a lot, okay? It is my pride and joy. I'm gonna say it right now. There is absolutely no way I bred every single one of these flowers. It's just not even a question, not even a possibility. I put in a lot of effort into this island, but I absolutely did not put in that much effort. TinyTown it's the best. For this island, I wasn't really trying to fit into any sort of aesthetic box. There were so many different popular island themes at the time, you know. I really wanted to have fun and do something that was fun to decorate. I wanted to use all the different types of furniture that are in the game. I wanted to be able to walk freely around the island and actually play on it. Of course, it's not themeless or anything, but I wanted to inject a lot of my own sauce into it. It's very me. I don't remember this. I don't know why this is here. I did this on a stream. We all forgot about the toilet room. Okay, I think I can explain. I think I had a toilet room because every time I popped a balloon, I swear to God, it was always a toilet. I felt like I was being inundated by mass amounts of toilets the entire time that I was playing on this island. And I'm fairly certain that I wanted to just memorialize that by making a whole toilet room. That is such an interesting idea. You know, my mind is just insane. I guess you had to be there. That is so crazy interesting. Okay. This island, I think, is my favorite island I've ever done. Like, when I really think about it, I just really loved the philosophy of this one. I wanted to just kind of like work with what the game gives you, with of course using some custom designs here and there, but I wanted to kind of emulate what, you know, the average person would really be doing on their island. And I think that's why this island ended up being so popular, was because a lot of people, I think, just really appreciated, you know, somebody just playing the game like normal. Don't get me wrong though, my next island is also a banger. I decided to buy the OLED Switch when it came out because the whole time I was playing New Horizons and making YouTube videos, I was actually using my ex-boyfriend's Switch, and he wanted his Smash Ultimate machine back. So it was time for me to get my own, and I decided to not transfer my save data to the new Switch and start over on TinyTown². And this visit to TinyTown², of course, is also sponsored by Nintendo. The whole video is sponsored by Nintendo, okay? But like, we love a good disclosure, don't we, folks? The Animal Crossing community was really fond of making challenges at the time, one of them being the hardcore challenge, which for players like me, it was hardcore, okay? No terraforming, no amiibos, no gifts from other players, no time travel. I did it for like a month, I think, before I caved. Let's be real, I'm not strong enough for that. But shortly after that, the 2.0 update and the Happy Home Paradise DLC came out. It shocked the world. It gave the Animal Crossing community a big resurgence. So I played on this island for quite a long time. I played on it till the end, you know, I never reset this one. TinyTown² had a bunch of different seasonal variations. The spring version was by far my favorite. I love the cherry blossom trees, the spring colors, but I can't just let things be now, can I? I had to change it up for summer, for fall, and then finally winter. I really wanted to embrace all the seasons in the game because clearly I have a favorite season, and it's everything but winter. At first, I really struggled with what I was going to do for the winter version of my island, and I got pretty far into decorating it before I was like, I don't like this. I think it was because initially I really wanted to go with a Christmassy theme, but you know what? I ended up switching to a Valentine's theme, and I think that was like the best idea I really could have done for my dream address. Doing a Valentine's theme, it just made it so much easier for me with like colors and stuff, and like I really love like using all of the pink and the red, and so it kind of clicked. And that's what's really cool about this island, is that all of my villagers' houses are completely decorated. With the Happy Home Paradise DLC, you can unlock the ability to redecorate your villagers' houses inside and out. No more bare bones, rinky-dinky little living rooms. You can really fill them to the brim with everything that your heart desires. Who said villagers need to be able to walk around their houses? You know, they don't need that. This island's got it all. An ice skating rink, and yes, I did the custom design myself. Kinda. I think I just copied what somebody else did, but I changed the color because theirs was like too blue or something. I was like, I need mine to be a little bit more like icy. And so yeah, I copied somebody's design bar for bar, word for word. What do you get? What? Sue me. The Valentine's theme, it was so fun. Winter is not my thing. In real life, mostly, but also in Animal Crossing. I don't like snow. I'm from Arizona. Like, come on. But like, I don't want to like completely ignore winter in Animal Crossing. So yeah, let me try to decorate an island with an ice rink and a ski lift and a tree farm. Yeah, it's the best you're gonna get out of me. I also did a birthday section here because my birthday is in the winter time. Shout out to my birthday. I'm scared for my new island because everything is honestly so peak here. How can I even begin to top this? We also have somebody's grave out here. I think if I remember, there was a whole thing I remember of I would step on my roaches, and I feel like people were getting like really mad at me that I was like constantly stepping on my roaches because I would time travel like crazy. And so I think I buried like a roach toy or something. Anyways, don't ask me any questions. Okay, let's go look at the house. The house has a Valentine's bakery, a fully functional pink kitchen run by gyroids, a romantic bathroom. You know what? Would you complain if you had to use this bathroom? I think not. My bedroom always stayed the same from the first time that I did it. It's just, it's perfect. It's got all my favorite definite. The lighting goes crazy. So it did never get a theme overhaul, but the upstairs, it definitely did. I always made it a gift shop, and the Valentine's version has all sorts of cute pink stuff, and then flowers for your honeys, you know, in case you forgot to get them some flowers on the way home. You know, you can always stop over by my shop. Okay, this might be the best room. I decided to do a chocolate factory and force the gyroids to make chocolate in the basement chocolate factory. This is so funny. I have to always have like a DIY station in my house, so this is where I would come do my DIYs. The manager gyroid, of course, barking orders at the little gyroid workers. That's a mean looking one. Girl, how is this real? How did you make this in Animal Crossing? I had so much time on my hands. This was like my life for years. This is what I lived and I breathed, and I loved it. I loved every second of doing it. It was so, so fun. Everything on this island, it was all so worth it. I love being able to look back on all the time spent with Animal Crossing New Horizons, especially because, like, you know, you get to go back and revisit your old dream addresses and like actually walk around and look at all the cool stuff you did. But this isn't all the cool stuff I did. There is, in fact, one more thing that we need to go see. I need to go back and check in on my old Happy Home Paradise builds. Lest you forget, though, I'm never gonna let you forget. This video is sponsored by Nintendo. Class is now in session. And in case you're not familiar, the Happy Home Paradise DLC, yeah, that actually comes with Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack. I think a lot of you guys need education. I think that, dare I say, that some people in this chat right now that we cannot see on screen, some people may be ignorant to the fabulous and wonderful features that exist on Nintendo Switch Online. What else comes with Nintendo Switch Online? Because we're here to learn. Well, I'll just go ahead and start with the basic tier. The basic tier, it's exactly what you think it is. It's got the basics. Are you guys following? We have Nintendo Switch Online. Focus. Focus on me. Nintendo Switch Online is an essential for any Nintendo Switch console. You get online play. So if you want to play Animal Crossing with all of your friends, you are going to need some version of Nintendo Switch Online. Now, you also get access to, with the basic tier, Nintendo Music on your phone. Yes, you do. You can listen to all your Nintendo music on the go. The Save Data Cloud and Game Chat asterisk asterisk. Game Chat actually with the Nintendo Switch 2 is free for a little bit longer. Game Chat's public access for Nintendo Switch 2 owners will end on March 31st, 2026. Walk with me here. Nintendo Switch Online's basic tier also comes with limited access to the Nintendo classics, all right? We've got NES, SNES, and Game Boy Nintendo Classics catalog. You must be thinking, oh my gosh, like what else could I possibly need? There's actually so much more that you could possibly need. And the solution to that is gonna be Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack, okay? So Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack comes with all of this, all of that, and full access to the Nintendo Classics library featuring things such as Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, okay, work, Sonic, work, and GameCube on the Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, the GameCube Classics library featuring things such as Soul Calibur 2 and The Wind Waker. Bangers. You also get access to the Switch 2 edition and upgrade packs for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass, and Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, but last and definitely not least, Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise DLC. Thank you for listening to my spiel about the Nintendo Switch Online's amazing features and the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack's amazing features. Is this going to be on the test? Yes, there will be a test at the end of today. Oh, God, I gotta put together a test. Ah, shoot. Question number one. How do I get access to online play on the Nintendo Switch? Money? I'm actually so glad you brought that up. There is a 7-day free trial for Nintendo Switch Online available to any of you. If you have never tried Nintendo Switch Online, you should absolutely go and find that 7-day free trial. Thanks to Oomph, the Lass's stream, I got Nintendo Switch Online and my life has been 73.2% better ever since. Happy to hear it, friends. All right, thanks for letting me do that, guys. Let's dust off the old OLED Switch and boot up TinyTown². Jeez, I haven't been here in forever, clearly. Nintendo cooked so hard with 2.0. Like, the 2.0 update was honestly the best. It was just the best ever. It was so great. So many new furnitures and things. But then the best part, of course, is going to work. Yeah, I think it's time that we go clock in. I loved this DLC. I actually played a little bit recently when I got my wisdom teeth out. Decorating vacation homes helped distract me, truly. Happy Home Paradise is fun. The story is cute. Nico is cute. You get to create so many things, functional things. Like all of these facilities on the island, they serve a purpose. And then of course, my collection of vacation homes. Some of these villagers would request just the darndest things, wouldn't they? Some were so normal, like really just, you know, cutesy and tame. Others would ask for super cool themes. Hans's personal ski slope. Pango wanted a salon. Cephalobot's laboratory. Dell's seaside shack. Nookington Palace would be a great one to visit, to be quite honest. I think that would be very fun. So you guys all know my opinions about Thomas Nookington. I went ahead and asked him what he would like in his vacation home. And you know what? I did take a lot of creative liberties here. I'll be honest. I think Tom Nook is a greedy little raccoon. And this is what I imagine he did with all of the money that I have ever given him for house upgrades. A place where he could also hoard all of his wealth like the greedy little man he is. Like, look at how egregious this is. This is just about how much bells I've given him, okay? He could definitely afford this lifestyle. The amount of money that I have given him really does equate to about this much. Like, wow. Okay, I think this is for Timmy and Tommy. I think my headcanon was that he keeps Timmy and Tommy in the back room and forces them to work in Nook's cranny. My mind is crazy. Just one bucket. They share a bucket. That's really sad. Happy Home Paradise, big fan. The 2.0 update of it all. God, I really do miss the Animal Crossing craze. That's why I've been excited to jump back in and start a new island on the Nintendo Switch too, you know? Animal Crossing, it's always gonna be in my heart. I think that was a nice little walk down memory lane. Shout out to Animal Crossing New Horizons for keeping me sane for so many years. Shout out to Happy Home Paradise. Okay, I love that DLC. It was so fun to like go back and see all of the amazing things that I built. Amazing. And of course, shout out to Nintendo for sponsoring this video. Yeah, I will not let you guys forget. Make sure to check out the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, especially if you haven't played the Happy Home Paradise DLC. I just feel an Animal Crossing renaissance is upon us. In my world, it is at least. I'll of course be making a nice little cut down video of all of these Animal Crossing streams that we've been doing. But like, you know, if you want to go and check them out, come watch us live. I do have like a whole big playlist with them all on my YouTube channel. Make sure to check that out. And I hope you're having a great day and you continue to do so. And I will see you in the next one.